Hello, and welcome to another ATS randoms video. Sorry about that. That was my phone. So we're in ATS American Truck Simulator.
Hey Pride, what's up?
Whoa.
Sir, could you please shut up?
You shut up, Shay. No,
No, you just shut up.
Alright, hang on.
Deal, I'm talking to people, man. Jesus frick.
Are you sure they're real, actual people, not pickles?
There we go. Okay, sorry for that. That was the in-game CB radio. I'll turn it off right now. So anyway, we're in American Truck Simulator. We're going to probably take us an external job, which I need to probably start moving my truck because, as you can tell, we're in multiplayer for there. We'll be starting off in here. Let's see, we want to go to, I think we're going to go to Hombrook. Yeah, I haven't been up that direction. So we're going to be taking a 500 digger all the way up there. So anyway, like I said, this is American Truck Simulator, multiplayer of course. We're going to be taking that digger all the way up to Hombrook from Arizona. Fun fact, I was going to be playing with German, but unfortunately he had some complications come up to where he could not join us. So we'll just take this load. This is going to be a nice long load, so give me a second. I gotta figure out where all my buttons are on my controller. Alright. As you can see, I'm sporting a nice colored Kenworth. And I will apologize if the video is really grainy or bouncy because my computer is not very strong, as most of you probably know already that watch my videos. What time is it? No, it's 1. So anyway, alright, let's so today's topic, I guess, to take and talk about is I don't know really what to talk about. I guess we'll just talk about some stuff, or we'll just we'll just cruise and look at the scenery a little bit and some other stuff. Oh. Picking up in here, huh? You coming out, dude? Yes, you are. Oh, wait. Not too close, dude. Okay, so maybe we'll talk about this. So right now, what I use to play certain games, like driving games, like this one, is I use my old PS3 controller. The one with the 6-axis controllers in here. So I found a couple of things with it that I kind of dislike, but yet I still use it because of the fact that I don't have anything else really to play with it. Besides keyboard. And really, truthfully, I have played driving games like this with the keyboard a lot. And let me tell you what, I probably will never ever go back to using a keyboard with a driving game, because by using the computer's 6-axis stuff, I have found that I can control this thing so much better Yeah, I found I can control this thing so much better with this controller. I really don't like you being that close to me, dude. No, I'm gonna go down to the light. He's probably going the same direction I am. Oh yeah, because there's another trucker. Yep, he's turning. Go that way. I'm gonna come down here. Oh, I think my mic's a little too close. There we go. Wow, he just almost took that guy out. Anyway, so I found that using my controller is a lot better. Now, I have used a lot of different... oh, hold on. Alright, everyone, I'm sorry for that. I'm back, though. And I was able to keep the truck on the road, as I did. Yeah, so anyway, so I've used a couple of different joysticks on computers. I found that even even with joysticks, I mean, driving games don't necessarily work well with joysticks and stuff like that. So, but I found my controller is pretty good. Now I know the next best thing for driving games is like getting a wheel, but unfortunately I don't have the luxury of being able to get a wheel anyway for some time anyway. So I'll probably continue to use my controller for a while. But that's another thing I wanted to that I want to touch bases with is what I know there's I know I've watched a lot of people play with like the G27, the Logitech G27 wheel and shifter pedal combo. I know there's a new one that came out that's called the G29, I believe, or it's something 29. Is it any better? Is it any better than what, you know, the G25 or the G27? Or is it about equal as the G27? Or should I just take and stick with my controller? I know one thing with my controller, like I was saying earlier, before I got interrupted, there is a downfall to my controller. I don't have enough buttons for the functionality of let's say like ATS. I mean, ATS has more buttons or more functionality than I do buttons. So I'm not sure. So I would like to get a like steering wheel that has a lot of. That guy just disappeared. I swear that there was a pair of headlights coming up beside me, and next thing I know, it disappeared. Maybe somebody just lost connection. That's a scary thought. So, oh, that brings up. I'll continue with my thing, but I want to also touch bases with that. So basically, my train of thought is I would like to get a steering wheel, but should I just get an ordinary steering wheel? Should I try to get the G27? Should I wait to get the G29? So what I'm wanting to know is basically how good of quality is the G29 compared to the G27s? Should I take and get a G27 instead of a G29, or are the G29s better than the G27, or is it like one of those things that they're both pretty well equally matched, that it doesn't really matter except for the price point? So another option that I have, or another thing is I know it can be done. I'm not sure if I can do it, but I know that is a way. I know there's ways of building steering stuff for games. So do I attempt trying to build one? Or is it just better to take and buy one that's already made? So anyway, so I would like to have some thoughts and stuff on the steering wheels and stuff and everything. Just to kind of get a basics of what I should do, what I should get in terms of that. Should I see if maybe I can build a nice one or something like that, or just what? So just like some thoughts on that. So to get on to another subject, what the guy just did, coming up and then disappearing on me all of a sudden. I have a real gripe with the multiplayer system, especially like with people like me that we play legitimately. We play to the rules of the road. We play to the rules of basically realistic driving. And one of the things that I have that's annoying is the fact that when you sit idle for 10 minutes, and I know the AFK system is for being able to keep the servers from being clogged with too many people just sitting on the server. But I have a real gripe with the reconnection to the server. See, in order to reconnect to the server, you have to basically completely exit out of the game. You have to go all the way back to your desktop. Then you have to start up the then you have to start your game back up, and you have to sign back into the multiplayer. And then for those of us that have the external or World of Trucks accounts connected to our accounts, then we have to sign back in to those. I know a lot of it could be it's like save your information here, save your information there, and then all it is you just hit like 3 or 4 buttons, and you click 3 or 4 times, and then you're in. But to me, it almost seems like you should have, like, under the tab overlay, you should be able to have a reconnect button on it. And if you're worried about people reconnecting and spawning right in the middle of the road, which I know a lot of people that log out right in the middle of the road, which that shouldn't be. I mean, you could probably, I know it can be done sometimes, but you should have system where, okay, you're in these 2 lanes, or make it in such a way that all major arteries you cannot log out of, unless you forcefully log out. But let's say legitly, like right here, it's like, okay, I have to stop, I have to go do something. But instead of just stopping in the middle of the road, right here, and logging off right in the middle of the road, you should have it in such a way that it prevents the player from logging off in the middle of the road. Now, just for now, if I was over here, not on the white line, but if I was past this white line right here, okay, then that line should be the definer between logging off in the middle of the road and logging off safely off the road. So the solid white line, so you make it between this solid white line and the solid white line on the other side. This is a non-log out area. Basically meaning that you are prevented from logging out here. Okay, but as soon as but only make it for the main the main roads, like the side roads. And the side roads might be a little bit harder to do, but like your main thoroughfares, which would be your interstates and some of your main highways, make it in such a way that you cannot log off anywhere in between those 2 white lines. But as soon as you pass on the off side, the white lines, meaning over here, like right here, you can log off. Not here, and not with your tire just barely over the white line, but over the white line. You should be able to log out right here. I better get back on the road before somebody comes in, decides that I'm driving cuckoo. But anyway, that would be what I would think to do. And then you could introduce the reconnect button that only works if you're over that white line. As long as you are not on the main part of the road, and you're off to the shoulder, the side of the road, and everything, you should have that reconnect button be able to just reconnect you. Because it's like, I've noticed, I've been in a few convoys, and I've been in one group that did quite a bit of driving and stuff together. And when we actually sat like in a gas station or empty parking lot or an empty rest stop, we always had to do something to keep ourselves from disconnecting, because of the AFK thing only lets you be AFK for 10 minutes, and then it kicks you from the server to save, to be able to like save on memory and processing power for that for that particular person, or well, anyway, for the server. But then when that person came back, they had to log out, they had to go all the way back out of their game, and then come all the way back in, going through all the all of the stuff and everything like that. So it would be kind of nice if maybe in the future, if SCS could, or not SCS, but the people that make the multiplayer mod, if they could look into maybe finding a way to implement a reconnect button and make it in such a way that you have to comply with certain criteria for that reconnection button to work. Because it would be kind of cool. It would be kind of nice. It's like, let's say I had to pull off right here. I had to go do something that was going to require me to be away from the computer for more than 10 minutes. Well, then I could sit there. I could just let my truck sit there. I could go do my stuff, and I come back and hop in, open up that menu, and just hit the reconnect button. And as long as I parked my truck, correctly, it should just take and go ahead and allow me to reconnect back to the server. So, but anyway, that's one of the things that I would really like to take and see implemented in the game, is the fact that is a way to be able to reconnect back to the server without having to basically quit the game and then restart the game. I really don't know what else we're going to take and talk about, because that was pretty much my two things that I definitely wanted to get off my chest. Oh, I could talk about, okay, I'm going to talk about it, but it's not set in stone. Okay, I'm going to try to get on a schedule for my videos. I don't. Okay, I just noticed my recording software is kind of froze for some reason. Well, hopefully it's still recording, and hopefully you can actually see me driving, and it's not just stuck on a. Oh well, we're gonna hope that it's working. But anyway. So I'm thinking that my schedule is going to kind of be. It's like I said, this is not going to be set in stone, but I think Tuesdays. So every Tuesday, I'm going to try to get out a Minecraft video. So it'll be Tuesday for Minecraft, probably just the one series that I'm doing. GTA, which I'm going to try to get another episode of it. I'm going to try to get another episode of it out. You know what? I'm afraid my recording software is completely stuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my schedule, or my short schedule, and then I think I'm gonna pull off the road and I'm gonna end the episode here, or just a random video, because I'm pretty certain it's gonna be stuck in that position forever. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull over. Oh, well, I have to slow down. So I'll pull off at this press stop. So anyway, for GTA, I'm gonna try to do it either Saturdays or Sundays, or maybe even more, depending on what I feel like doing with GTA. But definitely, I'm gonna try to do every Saturday or Sunday. And the only reason why I haven't done one this last week is because I've been pretty busy with some other stuff that I've had to do. Trailer's gonna touch. Okay, we're good. But anyway, so for that, and then just for, and then I think for, I'm gonna try to start either Wednesdays or Friday. I touched bases with the game a little while back, but just like a couple months back. But I'm gonna try to start doing an episode of Factorio. If for those of you that don't know what Factorio is kind of a it's a top-down. Well, it's not even a top-down, but it's a top-down building game, survival building game, kind of steampunky building game. And basically, what it is you are trapped on an alien island, and basically your number one goal is to survive long enough on the planet to, I think, either get off of it or colonize it. I'm not sure. I'm not clear which one it is. But that's how. That's the thing of it. So anyway, so that's my schedule for that, and I just wanted to take and let you all know that I am still doing videos. I haven't dropped off the face of the earth, but right now I'm kind of amazed right now that my recording software has kicked in, because the other game that I played with German Farmer, Unturned, the other day, it would not start up for it. So anyway, I'm going to try to keep to that schedule, and hopefully the bounciness and stuff from my computer and the video games that put the most strain on my computer, hopefully they won't be too much where it's too bad of video quality videos. Again, I'm going to keep apologizing. I think I'd even have a brand new computer, and I'd probably keep apologizing for the bounciness, even though there probably wouldn't be any. But anyway, I apologize for all the bounciness and everything on this video and all my other videos. I want to take and thank all of the people that have subscribed to me for basically staying subscribed as long as you have. No offense there, but and yeah, and hopefully I will see you in the next random video. So until then, I'm Hard Truck 1. This is ATS, and laters, everyone.